Oh my gosh, guys, it's me again. Welcome back to my cute little channel. So yes, guys, as I'll say, welcome back to my cute little channel, Jessie on the go. For those of you that don't know, my name is Jessie and I am a former international student living in London, Ontario in Canada. I make videos about just my experiences in Canada and just like my life and things like that. So yes, guys, as you can see, I'm here back in Canada. I came back, as you saw in my last video, I came back, right? It's a new year, 2023. And you know what I decided, guys? I decided that this is the year that I'm going to take YouTube seriously. This is the year that I'm going to post weekly. And if I don't, look for me. So guys, in this video was actually inspired by people's questions. Speaking of questions, guys, this year I'm not going to be doing DMs as much. I'm sure you've seen a link in my bio about local. So really, I want you guys to feel free to reach out to me through those consultation calls. All the questions that you have that you ask me in Instagram DMs, we are going to cover them in those consultation calls, just because I feel like Instagram DMs, it's very time consuming. I get quite a few messages and I'm just tired of it. You know, sometimes I can't do it. Yeah, we're gonna do things a bit differently, guys. Instead of reaching out to me on Instagram, I mean, you still can. We'll see who's gonna reply. But I would encourage you to book a little consultation call where we can just catch up. Also, I have a little disclaimer there. I am not a consultant. I'm not an immigration consultant by any means. I am just me. And all I have are my experiences, my knowledge, my research. That's basically all I have. So yeah, those consultation calls, I'm gonna be doing that this year. But anyway, guys, let's get right into it. So in this video, end of last year, weirdly enough, I had people that they would ask me questions, and then came the whole topic of, is London safe? And I was like, is it? Interesting question. Is London, Ontario safe? Now, here's the thing. This is very, very subjective. If you ask me, I can say something. If you ask my friend, they'll say something else. If you ask my sibling, he might say something else. So this question is actually very subjective, okay? But what I'm gonna do in this video, guys, is I'm gonna give you a little rundown, okay? I'm just gonna give you some of the facts. I'm gonna give you I'm briefly just going to touch on some of the things that have happened and some of the things that have been happening here in London lately, and just basically my opinion, my experiences, how I personally feel, you know what I mean? And then you can kind of decide, is London safe? Is London not safe? All right, because honestly, what I would base my subjective opinion on is based on my limited, okay, because I've only been here since 2019. So my opinion, keep it in mind, it's limited. It's based off my own experience, what I've seen, what I've heard, what I've read, and also just what I've researched. So I want you to keep that in mind, okay?
That's my opinion!
So let's make this video quick, guys. So now the thing is that London, Ontario is a student city. It's considered a forest city. You go outside, you drive around, it's very foresty, very pretty, a lot of hiking trails, this and that, right? It's also family friendly, in my opinion. Remember, this is my opinion. Some of the things that will come out of my mouth are facts, okay? In London, let's be real, some areas are better than others, just like in any city, okay? You go to Johannesburg, nice areas, Sandton. And then you have other areas which are comparably less nice. Okay, for instance, in London we have the West, very, very nice, very safe, this, that, and then you have some other areas where it's kind of shady, okay? Let's be real. So the thing is, when I got this question, is London safe? The first thing that came to mind was something that I'm not too sure. One day where someone was like, go Google the serial killer capital of the world. I went and I Googled it and I saw London, Ontario. I was actually shook, guys. Now, the thing is that London, Ontario was actually considered by some to be the serial killer capital of Canada / the world. But this was in the 50s, well, the 60s. So specifically from 1959 to 1984, it was considered the serial killer capital of the world. This actually took me by surprise. I was like, oh, okay, really, London? And I didn't really quite understand. But yeah, that's that, right? Like before moving to London, before moving to Canada even, like I didn't even consider or even have in mind like whether it would be safe or not, because after all, it's Canada, right? However, we can't turn a blind eye to possibilities, a few incidences that happen. Yes, Canada is safe for the most part, but it's not to say that things don't happen. It's not to say that there aren't any murders or crimes, you know, obviously, guys, obviously. So I'm just gonna speak for me, like personally, like what it's been like for the past over 3 years. We're approaching 4 years, August, right? So in my 3 years and some change, I can personally say that I've never been in any form of danger. Yes, I've seen things. However, I haven't been in a situation where I feel vulnerable, where I feel threatened, okay? Let me just put it in context. I went home in November. I went home for roughly a month, and there were 2 incidences where I felt like I was in danger, where I was freaking out, where I was saying my prayers. And then I was actually telling someone this on Instagram. And then I've been here in Canada for over 3 years. Nothing, like nothing. Actually, this one incident, right? I was in the bus going home, and then there was this guy that came on the bus, and he just looked very angry. And I hate to say it, but I think he was under the influence of something. Could have been under the influence of some drug, but he was very angry, and he just got on the bus and he was acting weird. There was someone that was sitting behind me, and then the guy that came in the bus looking all angry and stuff, obviously, you know, he's obviously not in the right state of mind. So he just like verbally attacked the guy behind me. The guy behind me had done nothing. It was so awkward. But we're all just like, don't even mind him, honestly. And then yeah, and then and then he went back to sit. But like while he was sitting, he was just like side-eyeing, and he kept looking at the back of the bus where I was sitting. I was like, is this guy gonna come and like attack me like too? So that was a situation where I just felt unsafe. I wanted to get off the bus, but otherwise no other situation. But yeah, no guys, just to put it in context, this is something I really do appreciate about Canada, okay? And just keep in mind, again, I'm gonna say throughout this video, my experience, my opinion, okay? Like, please, you have to go consult multiple sources and you have to do your research, okay? So yeah, I mean, guys, I've taken jogs at night. I've walked from the gym at night. After a night out, I'm walking at nighttime. Like nothing has happened, okay? After school, like when I was still studying, I used to, like after studying till like very late, used to walk home like 3 blocks, 20-minute walks. But obviously, you really need to be aware of your surroundings. You need to be vigilant. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's a club, and I heard that there was a shooting there, but we're gonna get into those incidences shortly. But yeah, guys, I'm just putting it out there that like these are some things that I've gotten used to. But the thing with me is that I am always vigilant. I'm always aware of my surroundings. If I'm gonna walk home and it's nighttime, even if it's daytime, I'm gonna be vigilant and aware of my surroundings, okay? Just like anywhere, right? But yeah, guys, in terms of what I've seen, heard, researched, like obviously things do happen in London, petty thefts. Someone on Instagram posting that her car was stolen. Obviously stolen cars, that happens. Cars getting broken into. I had a friend, he was like, oh yeah, someone broke into my car. obviously there are quite a few homeless people and people that are using. So what I've seen, they are harmless. I have, however, there was one incident where, a few incidences where you see them fighting amongst each other, but obviously they are not in the right state of mind, so it's bound to happen, right? I mean, the homeless people are harmless, but I could be wrong. And if I'm not mistaken, there was a situation, I think it was last year or the year before, where multiple female students or women reported being assaulted or harassed at one of these events that happened at the beginning of the academic year. But honestly, this couldn't happen anywhere. Now, personally, I've personally been concerned as of lately of the amount of hit and runs that have been happening. Also, like, it's not frequent, but they do happen here and there. Hit and runs, dead bodies being found. It's a sensitive topic that I don't really want to go into. But yeah. There was a situation back in 2021 where there was a family and a man drove into them with his pickup truck. I don't really want to get into it because these are very sensitive topics, but these are some things that have happened. But yeah, for those of you who are intending to move to London, I would definitely check out like London blog, Six Buzz, just to really get an idea of what's happening here. But yeah, guys, honestly, obviously there are things that have happened that I'm not aware of, that I probably haven't covered. That's where you have to just go and do some extra digging and just kind of see how you feel about it, whether you're just curious, whether you actually are intending to move to London for school, for financial, just check it out. Yeah, guys, honestly, for me, I just praise God that nothing has happened to me. Honestly, there was an international student that came here last year, and I think he lived in Toronto, if I'm not mistaken. He was going to work, and that was it. Like, I don't want to really go into the details. But anyway, yeah, guys, honestly, my advice would just be to just avoid isolated places. Yes, in the summer, I would go hiking, but I would go hiking with someone, right? There's so many beautiful hiking trails. It's such a vibe in summer to go hiking. But yeah, I would make sure I'm not by myself in isolated areas. I would be aware of my surroundings at all times. When I'm walking, when I'm even just going to buy something at the convenience store, I am making sure I am looking properly. Even when I'm crossing the road, yes, I have right of way. Yes, the vehicles are stopping, but you never know. You never know. You never know. There are some really, really like messed up people out there. So I'm making sure I'm looking everywhere. I got my earphones off when I'm jogging. I'm looking around multiple times. I am very aware of my surroundings. Even when I go out, I'm making sure that I'm aware of my surroundings. Even if I'm taking Uber, I am making sure it's hard to make sure you're safe, but also, yeah, maybe just sharing like your Uber details or location with someone. And just, yeah, as a driver, making sure you're driving safe, just being focused, okay, because that's that, guys. But yeah, just to wrap it up, if someone is going to ask me if London, Ontario is safe, in my opinion, I would say it's safe. However, just like anywhere, any city, any country, guys, you want to make sure that you're mindful and aware of your surroundings. And that's that, honestly. Do your research, scope, official stats, sources, so forth. And yeah, honestly, like, obviously there are some things I'm not aware of, but this is just one opinion. This is just one video. This is just one analysis, right? So do your research, and that's yeah. Thank you guys for watching till the end. Wait. Is this the first video of 2023? No, this is the second video of 2023. Guys, share this video, be nice. Guys, if you have any questions, leave it in the comments. Like this video, share this video, reach out to me through that link. We're not doing Instagram DMs. I'm tired of that. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. Best regards, management. Bye.